it's not a fixed fee like that. We won't talk about too much money anyway. When I was a child in my house, like my mum listened to loads of disco, like reggae, soul tunes, funk stuff. My dad was more into funk and like some jazz stuff as well. Like there's a massive vinyl collection at my house that I still like will sample from now, and I still just flip through now and then and find some artists I've never heard of and listen to that. But I was quite lucky that my parents had like a good taste in music, and they had a lot of it as well. So like, it's sick that even all these years down the line, I can still be discovering stuff from their collection from all the way back then. I think because when I actually first started making beats, the majority of what I was doing was taking something that already existed, chopping it up and building beats from that. Sampling has like always been like important to me throughout my whole journey so far of making beats. I find that for me personally, I can put some nice chords down that I played with a synth and they can sound cool, but I don't always get the same feel that I get if I chop up a sample in a nice way. Something about the older sound of something, just like, maybe that's because what I've grown up listening to so much, I get more of a vibe from that sometimes than loading up a synth, which sounds a bit more like just straight down the middle, kind of dry in comparison. Yeah, sampling is just, I love sampling, I do it all the time. I probably shouldn't do it so much because I always get told like they're gonna come after you. But yeah, I have to do it, and I'll probably always do it. So Tree is a 15-track mixtape, and I've got a mixture of features on there from rappers to singers and some producer collaborations as well. The project itself is like, it's meant to be a reflection of natural growth and progression and like connectivity. That's why it's called Tree. Because like, if you actually know the different people that I've worked with beats-wise, there is some stuff that is a lot more R&B, some stuff that's a lot more rap, and then some stuff which is more just like abstract beats, like weird instrumental stuff. I hope that through this project and the features that are on it, there will be people that will come to it and hear a side of me that they might not have heard before. It might be their first time listening to me, but I'm hoping that they'll like, yeah, they'll see a new side to me if they have heard anything of mine before. I think you need to be business-minded just in yourself, first of all. You need to be aware of like, you know, the fundamental things of being able to look after yourself. Like if music is your job, you should treat it like any other job and be serious about it. Because you can set yourself up to fail if you're not smart from early on. Because you can make something with somebody which 10 months down the line turns out to be a big tune, and if you haven't looked at any of that stuff from the beginning, then you're kind of setting yourself up to lose out on potential money or potential growth. So yeah, you got to have a good little team of people around you, I think, and just be aware of what you're doing. I think I sold my first beat for £15 in secondary school. It was an all-star rhythm with the MCs from my school in it. It was called Renegade Rhythm, and I still see actually some of the boys who are on that tune about now and then. Yeah.
You didn't go lethal B with it?
No, it didn't reach that level, but it was known in school though, and that was what I was trying to do at the time, so it paid off. But it took me a while to get that £15. I was trying to hustle that because they wanted the beat for free, and I was like, nah, £15. This is when I thought that you had to charge for beats all the time. I was like, nah, you're not a real producer unless you're getting paid. So yeah, I was trying to hustle it from the beginning. So after a while of being like that, I realised that that's not the way to like take steps up. I find that you had to do a lot for free. But I still do it for free now. If I'm having a session with somebody, it's about making a tune and then we'll see what happens with it. It's like, it's an equal playing field for the producer and the artist when you first start making a tune, I think. Unless obviously you know already it's a big artist, you're gonna have the session, make the tune that's gonna go. Like a lot of the time it's just get in and make something and worry about the business side not too long after. Being a producer in the UK scene, I think is fun. It's quite difficult at the same time. I think it can be quite difficult for somebody to make that transition from making beats at home that a few of your people or people around you know, to make that transition into actually being a producer. But UK music's in probably the most healthy place it's been in for a while. Yeah, it's a great time. I like how there's different lanes, and it's not like there's necessarily one genre of UK music which is overshining everything as well. It feels like it's quite an open field, and the interest is generally on music from the UK rather than, yeah, there's obviously standout specific artists that people look to externally, but generally it's like, yeah, there's a lot of artists out there that are doing well at the moment, and it's nice to see. For me personally, I just feel like I have a duty to continue making this sort of varied style of beats and working with as many artists in the UK that I'm into. I think it's just, yeah, to keep it going, it's just about making more music and making it to a good quality that people can enjoy. Not letting up. Now that there's more attention here, it's just important that the momentum stays up and, yeah, as much music gets made as possible. But good music, not just throwaway stuff because it sounds familiar, like stuff that's actually, okay, we've got this genre, now let's like try and push it to like a next level, because that's what we should be doing anyway, in my opinion.